So today we're going to be making one of my favorite snacks. But before we start, we want to make sure that our hands are nice and clean. I also have an apron on so I don't get food or anything all over my clothes. Before we start, I also want to ask you a question. Have you ever been yelled at by your mom for eating raw cookie dough? Because I have. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to make edible cookie dough. It's safe to eat if you're craving something sweet. It's good for when you're with your friends or when you're home by yourself like me. I've made this so many times before and it's definitely one of my favorite snacks. And I'm going to be teaching you how to make it in 3 easy steps. So the first thing we're going to want to do is make sure that we have all our utensils. First, you're going to start out with your bowl. You're also going to want to make sure you have a small dish, a rubber spatula, and a tablespoon. You also want to have a nice clean counter space and a microwave. So next, we're going to move on to our ingredients. You're going to want flour, sugar, salt, vanilla, brown sugar, and some water. First, let's mix our dry ingredients. So in our bowl, or in a medium-sized bowl, we're going to take 4 tablespoons of flour. I want to make sure that it is measured exactly because we don't want to mess up anything. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, and our last one, 4. So now that we're done with our flour, we're going to get our sugar. We're only going to need about 1 tablespoon of white sugar. Next, I'm going to take a tablespoon of brown sugar. I want to pack it in there nice and hard, like so. And then I'm going to take some salt. I'm just going to pour a little bit into my hand, and then I'm just going to take a pinch. And the rest we can just put in the sink. So with my rubber spatula, I'm going to want to mix all these ingredients together. And I'm not going to want to spin it super fast because then I'm going to get flour all over. So you're just going to kind of fold it in. And you're going to mix it around nice and good until it looks like that. So next, we're going to want to move on to our wet ingredients. But since you're going to need softened butter, my butter is not softened. So I'm going to take 1 tablespoon of butter and I'm going to place it in the microwave. So I only put the butter in the microwave for about 10 to 15 seconds only because you don't want to melt it all the way, you just want it softened so that it mixes well with the other ingredients. Okay, so with our butter, we're going to want to dump it in our dry ingredients. We're also going to want to take our vanilla. We're just going to put a little bit, like about that much. Then we're going to take our tablespoon and we're going to add about 1 tablespoon of water. Okay, so now we're just going to fold it over gently. We're only going to have to do this a few times, but some people's might be a little bit drier, so if yours is, you might want to add a little bit more water. Okay, so now that that's all mixed up, comes my favorite part, the chocolate chips. So you can add any type of chocolate chips you want. You can add butterscotch, peanut butter, or just the normal chocolate chips. I'm gonna add dark chocolate chips because dark chocolate is my favorite. So I'm going to take my tablespoon and I'm going to add about 2 of these. 1, 2. Okay. So now I'm going to fold it over, like so. And when you're finished, it should look like this. I need to fold it over a few more times. So then when you're done, you can eat it with lots of different things. You can dip pretzels in it or eat vanilla wafers with it, which is super good, or you can take a spoon and eat it with a glass of milk. So now that I've taught you how to make cookie dough in 3 easy steps, you will never be yelled at by your mom again for eating raw cookie dough. Overall, it's a safe alternative because there are no eggs and there's not very much flour. So if you're looking for a safe snack to eat, try eating edible cookie dough.